Are you struggling to sell your online course? It's not your content, it's your marketing. In this video, I'll show you how to attract the right audience, build trust, and turn followers into paying clients. And stick around until the end because I'm going to share one overlooked marketing strategy that can quietly attract clients without feeling salesy. So let's get started. Hey there, I'm Donna Gilbert, and if you're new to my channel, I help coaches and healers and teachers promote their products and services with confidence and ease. If you're ready to learn how to market your online course and attract the right students, you're in the right place. So the first thing we need to do is to clarify our course's value and the target audience. I can't tell you how many times I've created an online course or a signature coaching program, and then I just stopped. Every coach I worked with told me that you need to talk about the transformation your clients will get. And I wanted to, but I really didn't know how. I was completely stuck in overthinking mode. Does that sound familiar? Does that happen to you? I kept looking at the features, how many modules I had, how many lessons, how many worksheets I had created for it, how polished everything appeared. I thought if I could just make this perfect, people would automatically see the value of it. And then I found a mentor who completely shifted my perspective. Michelle O'Neill says, "Don't sell the airplane, sell the destination." People don't care about the airplane. They want to know what they're going to experience when they get to Hawaii, when they get to Boston, when they get to Paris. They don't care what type of plane they're flying on. And when she said that, I realized I knew, just like that, I had always been focused on the airplane. It made sense. It was logical. It felt more tangible than the transformation, than the experience people would have by utilizing my services. So this program, I found, it helped me stop overthinking and to start looking at the transformations, the micro wins that my students, my clients would experience. And I learned how to break down the big transformation into those small, daily, noticeable micro wins that feel exciting and they feel doable. So now, instead of saying, my course has 10 modules, and 5 lessons and PDF worksheets for every lesson, which that sounds like an awful lot of work, doesn't it? But instead, now I can say, this program helps you to stop overthinking your content. It helps you to feel comfortable and confident picking up your cell phone at the spur of a moment. You get an inspiring hit, right? An intuitive hit. And you just pick up your phone and you just start talking into it, talking to your perfect customer because you know this gift from the universe is one you need to share. So you just press record. You don't care about your hair. You don't care if you have lipstick or makeup on. You don't care if you're wearing a ratty shirt. You're just like, hey guys, this is really something important. I just thought of this for you. And what you need to know when you're marketing your business is you need to show up authentically with your energy, with your heart. And that's going to help you attract clients. Stop. Press a few buttons and it's sending out into the universe, right? This is what I've learned in this program because that's something my clients, coaches and healers, they want to experience that. Instead of dreading creating content and wondering what they have to say every day, they've learned, they've developed the skills to just know what to talk about. And this is all included in this program that I'm sharing with you. Everything you need to know from transforming from overthinking it, overwhelmed by it, no time for it, to realizing how little time it takes, how quickly you can create meaningful, connecting content that's impactful, that will attract people to you. This is the power of social media marketing. And I'm sure you know about the power of it. I'm sure you've been drawn in, right? To people who create content that just resonates with your heart. And you think, I could never do that. I could never do that. I've never been able to do that. It's a skill. It's a skill that needs to be learned. And it's a skill you can learn if you're willing to put your heart into it. If you're willing to go to that place where you feel vulnerable, you feel nervous, you feel a little scared. But if you can learn how to tie your shoe, you can learn how to promote your services on social media. Crazy, huh? That's what skills are. Something you don't know how to do, and then you slowly start to learn. And then before you know it, you've mastered it and you don't even have to think about doing it. And that's the ease you can experience with promoting your services, your products online. It's just like tying your shoe. It's just like riding your bike. It's a skill to learn. So if you feel that same sense of overwhelm and frustration and I don't know what to talk about, and so you focus on the features of your program, your services. Oh, it's an hour session. People don't care how long it is. If they can get the transformation in 30 minutes, they will gladly pay you for an hour's worth of time because they want that transformation. So if you can learn how to focus on the destination, how people will feel, what they'll experience, the ease that they'll experience instead of the airplane, how much more impactful do you think that will be? Let me know in the comments. The second thing is to leverage social media marketing strategies. When I started sharing personal stories on social media, I didn't get a flood of likes, comments, or engagement. I didn't get new clients. And honestly, that was discouraging. It was frustrating. I saw other people in my community having these great wins, selling many products. And I was sitting here like, womp, womp, nothing's happening. But when I started tapping into the power of my own personal stories, something unexpected happened. For the first time, I felt like I was finally moving forward. I was moving in the right direction. I was sharing my journey. I was bringing people along. I felt like I was aligned. I was finally speaking in a way that matched who I am and what I want to say, what I want to share. And what I realized when I started speaking from my heart, what I really wanted to say, that marketing isn't always about immediate feedback. Sometimes it's about giving yourself the time to find your voice. And then trusting that what you're saying is resonating with the right people, even if they aren't saying that it is in the comments or giving you hearts or engaging. Doesn't mean it's not connecting with them. This program that I found back in July of 2024, it's helped me see that showing up consistently and sharing from a place of alignment is more important than chasing the likes and the comments and the followers. And it's really helped me see that success comes from trusting the process and staying consistent, even when the responses feel quiet. So I ask you, let me know in the comments. If you've been holding back from posting because you're afraid no one will respond, and it's embarrassing if no one likes it, if there are only 5 views, if no one comments, I do get it. I understand. I've been there. But then think of it this way. Your audience can't connect with you if they never see or hear your message. And if you let those doubts and fears hold you back, how are they ever going to find you? So today I invite, I encourage, and I challenge you to start sharing your stories. And you might be surprised by how right it feels for you. Point number 3, build an engaged community and use email marketing. So let's talk about freebies for a minute. If you're like me, you've heard from mentor after mentor after mentor, create a freebie that's enticing, that will attract your ideal client, and then start promoting that with social media. Because what they're going to do to get that freebie, they're going to come to your website, they're going to put in their email address, and then voila, automatically it gets sent to them, right? But if you're anything like me, you've probably signed up for dozens of freebies. And then, if you're like me, you never open them. You keep promising later, and then they just keep drifting down in your inbox feed, and you never open them. So yes, your freebie should definitely offer value, but don't overthink it. Don't delay sharing your message on social media just because you don't have the perfect freebie opt-in offer yet. As soon as you have something that's simple, that can genuinely help the people who take the time to open it, start talking about it. One thing I loved about the Legacy Builders program is that with the business in a box that comes with it, which I talk about in this video, wherever it shows up. It gave me a freebie PDF that I could easily rebrand with my own website information. And here's the best part. I didn't have to use it exactly as it was. The original title was 10K in 30 days. That felt too hustle energy to me. So I simply changed the title to 6 Steps to Build a Profitable Online Business. Same information, different vibe. And that's one thing that's important, is every piece of content we put out there, be sure that it's in integrity with you. So today I want to ask you, are you stuck on promoting your practice, your services, because you don't have a freebie opt-in yet? Today I want to let you know you don't have to wait for it to be ready. And when you are creating something, start simple. Remember, most people aren't going to open it. So you don't need to overthink it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can create that and expand on that as time goes. And what you may find, which happened for me many times over, was that I would create one freebie, and then when I started talking about it, didn't align. And so I would tuck that one away, and I would spend my time and my energy creating a new one, when what I needed to be doing was to be talking on social media about what I wanted to achieve, who I wanted to help, how I could help them transform. Remember, the destination, not the airplane. And then with the questions that my viewers, my audience were asking, that's when I could create something that would truly benefit them. So today I ask you, what's one idea you have for a freebie? And if your mind is going blank, that's okay. Don't let it stop you. Don't let it hold you back. And I promised you an overlooked strategy, an overlooked marketing strategy that so many people don't use when they're promoting their products and their services. And this is especially powerful, I think, if you're an introvert, if you're an energy worker, if you're intuitive, and if you're sensitive. Because this is a way to share your story, your services, the transformation that's possible without feeling salesy. So what's this strategy, this overlooked strategy? It's using storytelling as a soft call to action. So instead of saying, buy my course to learn mindfulness, say, I used to feel overwhelmed every morning until I developed a simple 5-minute routine that completely changed my day. And now I share that exact method in my course. And it's been helping others feel more grounded, more relaxed. See how natural that feels? You're inviting people in without pushing them, without grabbing hold of them and pulling them in. You're just sharing something. And if they're interested, they'll say, oh, that sounds intriguing. Tell me more. And you can share more of the destination. Other people, they'll say, oh, that sounds good. And you can tell by their body language, by the tone of their voice, by if they start looking off thinking, and you can just tell. You can tell they're thinking, please don't go. Please don't tell me about it. I don't want to hear about this. And you just know to move the conversation on. No harm, no foul. They weren't interested, and you don't have to push it on them. We're waiting to attract the people who are interested. That's why we're calling it attraction marketing, right? So using stories can feel more natural. It can feel more comfortable. It can feel less salesy. And this kind of storytelling, it builds trust. And it makes your audience, some of your audience, curious about what you have to offer. One of the things I love about this approach is it also makes marketing rejection free. Because like I said, if people are interested, they'll lean in and they'll say, tell me more. If they're not, they'll back away, they'll start looking around, and you'll know. They don't have to tell you no. You already know they're not interested. And that's okay. They're not rejecting you. They're not rejecting their course. Your course, they're just not a good fit for it. And so for me, when I'm talking about my program that I'm selling, I don't say, buy my course. I share moments from my journey. For example, I might say, I remember feeling completely invisible online. I was unseen, unheard. I was overlooked. No one cared about what I had to say. And when I tried to say it, they would interrupt me and change the direction of the conversation. That's when I knew that I needed a system, a strategy for promoting my online courses in a way that felt natural and aligned. And that system became the foundation of the program that I teach today. Notice I didn't push anything. I simply shared a story, and then it naturally led into my offer that I have a program that might help you. And if you're interested, great. If you're not, that's okay too. Again, storytelling, it helps build trust. It builds connections between people. And if they're curious, they'll want to learn more. So try this the next time you post on social media. Share a moment when you struggled and how your course provides a solution. Invite your audience to connect with your journey. I hope these 3 tips for how to market your online course were valuable. Let's quickly recap them. First is to clarify your course, your values by focusing on the transformation, the destination, not the airplane. Show up consistently on social media and trust the process even when it feels quiet. Know that you're here and you are making an impact. And then number 3, don't overthink your freebie. Start simple and make sure it aligns with your message and your values. And then the 4th tip was to use storytelling to soften the call to action, to bring your audience in, to really help them connect with you. If you are a coach or a healer like me, who has given up on that dream, who has let that vision sink and die, who's left it in the past because you've tried and failed so many times, and you've decided that building an online business just wasn't meant for you, I'm going to be the friend who tells you about a program that can change that. Just like my friend changed things for me. I was hesitant, but I was also curious. And so I checked it out. And what I realized was that Michelle O'Neill, the creator of this program, that her approach to teaching social media marketing was completely different from anything I had experienced before. It wasn't just another program. For me, it felt like a bridge from my past failures to my future success. It was a bridge over those gaps the lack of knowledge, the lack of understanding, the lack of strategies, the how-tos, not just the what-to-dos, but how to do it. This program is that bridge, and I'm walking this path to my highest dreams. Because the Legacy Builders program, it's about learning the skills. It's an opportunity to sell 4 digital products, 4 online courses that are in high demand, all related to online marketing. But more importantly, it's teaching the skills to promote them, to feel comfortable and confident to promote them, to understand the destination that these products can give people, the experiences, the life transformations, rather than the airplane, the features of it. Let's focus on the destination. And these skills you'll learn in this program can absolutely apply to your own products, services, and online courses. This program feels more like an internship to me than an online course, because there are mentors always available to help me. There are peers who are working through the program at the same time, and I am in control of my destiny with this program. Everything I need is right there. I don't need to get bogged down in the weeds of setting up the automations. I don't have to get bogged down in the weeds of writing copy for compelling email messages. These are all provided for me with this program so that I can jump right in within a couple of days and start learning those skills, the skills that will help me promote the services and the products and the online courses that I created, that I want to promote to other people, that I want to help people transform their lives with. But this program, it's a great opportunity to learn the skills without feeling the pressure. It's helping me build the confidence to show up consistently. It's helping me refine and tweak and hone in my message, who I'm speaking with, my ideal customer, and what the experiences I want to provide for them. And all of this is presented in a way that makes sense to me. If you've given up on your dreams, if you've just admitted defeat, but your heart has started whispering, it's time, it's time. You know you came here to serve a purpose. There are lives to transform. You're that pebble dropping into the pond so that you can have a ripple effect. And I know you've given up, but are you ready to try again? If you've been waiting for a sign that it's time to try again, this is it. Your next step doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be yours, and it needs to be taken. And that step is as easy as typing ready in the comments, and I will get the information to you about this program. And then your next step is to go to that website and put your email address in there and learn more. Today could be your day. This could be the moment you're waiting for. This could be the bridge you need from your past failures to your future success. And I would love to have you walk that path with me.